Okay, here we are, and there you are. Glad you're along with us tonight. We've made it to the middle of the week. No mean feat that. It is the 29th of February, the last day. It's 29 days this year. Tomorrow, March 1st, and we will see if it enters like a lion and goes out like a lamb, or never can figure that one out. Up with us first is Dave Paulides. He's got a very, very unusual book. It is the first of, we could call it two editions. There's a Western U.S. edition and an Eastern edition. And it has to do with missing people in national parks and in, shall we say, non-urban areas. Out in the country, as it were. We're going to find out a lot about that issue and also about Bigfoot, because this is a man who has a great deal to say about the entire Bigfoot legend, which, folks, is apparently quite close to, well, we'll let Dave tell us about all that. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the program.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Glad you're here tonight. North America Bigfoot Search. If you click on Dave Paulides' name, you'll go right to the homepage, and there's a pretty handsome picture of one of the big fellas, or is that a gal up there on the right? Who knows? I don't know. It's a legend. It is worldwide. There are apparently several, shall we say, subspecies of this great ape, whatever they are. And there's a lot going on there. But first, let's tell the folks about the book, Dave, and what brought it about. Missing 411 is the title of it. And this is the Western edition that's coming out first.
Sure, Jeff. I was in a national park doing some peripheral research. And I talked to park...
Excuse me. What kind of peripheral research was that, just to give us a good studying on this?
There were some unusual things going on in the park, and it could have been Bigfoot. It could have been something else.
Uh-huh.
We were there interviewing some people who were involved.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
And my name was out there. People knew I was there. Over an extended period of time.
one and this one. And
93 monuments, parks, etc. inside their system.
Yes.
And since I have a background in law enforcement, everyone who is a law enforcement related professional understands the need to keep track of copious lists, locations, timing, etc. So you understand trends if there is one in missing people.
Absolutely. Yep.
So the Park Service sends me back, and I ask for an author's exemption on costs associated with this request because I had 2 books published by a publisher.
Mm-hmm.
They sent me back a note that I've never seen, I've never heard this before, that they wouldn't acknowledge the publisher and they wouldn't acknowledge my publishing because I wasn't in enough libraries in the U.S. to get these.
What?
Have you ever heard that?
No, that's absurd. Oh.
So then I said, okay, well, that's a bit odd because I'm asking just for a list, and I shouldn't even be asking for an exemption on cost. This should be readily available for $25.
Yes.
They came back and they said that they don't have any such list.
What?
So I thought maybe there's something in the semantics of my email. Send it back a different way, and they said, no, we don't keep these lists. We don't keep track of missing people. There is no master list, and as far as we know, there's no park that has a list.
All right, hold it right there. We'll pause and come back. It's getting curiouser and curiouser, as they say. Very strange story. Talking with David Paulides. The book is Missing 411, just coming out now, and this is a wild story. We'll be right back. So, the National Park System is telling Dave that they have no composite list, no aggregate list of missing people, which is, of course, obviously untrue. That's just too weird. He had to file a FOIA request to even get any information. Tell us more. This is strange. You smell a big rat by this time, I'm sure.
Well, I talked to numerous people that I know that are very, very high up in law enforcement in the U.S., and I told them this, and they said, Dave, that's impossible. There's no way they're that stupid. They know that they have to exude this integrity and credibility, and they have to maintain these lists for the families of the people that are missing. So I said, okay, well, if you don't have these lists for a master list for all the parks, at least let me make a request because maybe someone at Yosemite, one of the bigger parks, has a list. And they said, go ahead and make the request.